But yeah, this is where I said it completed yesterday. So we finally completed it. And it was I kept saying, remember when I got off stream at like 10 a.m. I'm like, gun to my head, I bet we go hit the lows. Or I say gun to my head because of how high we are, I bet we go lower, like lower. Okay, so that's the last thing I said before I got off stream. And when I said that, I laddered another option put and I just held it. And I looked at it, it was up like 200% at one point. I was like, oh, okay, nice. But anyways, the YMCL model completed, right? Here we got what Blake said. We got the original consolidation, okay? And we finally completed this low. So now that we completed it and we even hit this low, this is where you just go to the 4 hour and you can just kind of check out over here, see if there's any PD raise we could possibly hold. Okay, the next major one, I didn't even see any. The next major one would be this daily fair value gap. If we cut through that, then this. So we do have a few daily fair value gaps to the left, so this is not really the time to be shorting. For sure. But I think we're gonna go hit these equal lows on NQ. Okay, and as much as I want to chase short here, I'm probably gonna stay out. I'm actually gonna try a short, and this is not my usual type of entry, but if we get something like this, see, that's a 20-point stop loss. Hell no. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to chase a short here. I guess if you guys want to chase one MNQ contract, you can, and see if you can hold it till this. I've taken no trades today, so I don't want to start off bad, but I don't know. I really expect this to work to sell side because I think we're gonna go hit these equal lows. So if we get in here, I'm gonna try I'll try an MNQ contract and just see what happens. I'll do like a 10-point stop probably, because this stop is pretty big. Really, the stop would be above this, but I'll do like a mean threshold. And my target's gonna be down here. So it's gonna be in this fair value gap right here if we hit it. And I wasn't on the 1 minute, but this was a valid entry. I didn't realize I was on the 5 minute. So I actually may have just missed the entry. This is the confirmation entry, but this is a B setup. Why is this a B setup? Even though it's a confirmation setup. Well, deep in the discount, yes, and then the other reason is there's one other thing. Yeah, exactly. We took this low a day, like what Dean said. So, definitely a more riskier setup here. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna maybe try like a short right here, because I really do think we hit sell side liquidity. And we have FOMC minutes today as well, so. Also, CL ended up hitting buy side. Alright, I remember I said this was like in. Does anyone remember I was going over this and I was like, this is an A+++++ setup. I was like, there's no way this fails. And we finally hit buy side, so this is just one of those plays where this has to work, dude. Like, if this doesn't work, like. I literally said I was going to quit trading or do some random shit if this didn't work, but it ended up working nicely. We hit the target. We hit sell side in the daily. We violated this PD array, forming this other one, and this is really the key telling you that we should go hit this for this buy side. So that was pretty nice. I haven't really taken a look at ES. Doesn't really look too enticing right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try a short here in NQ, like 13,660. My stop's gonna be 13,671. Might be a little tight, but if we can get that, that'll be like a 30-point move. You could literally honestly chase right here if you want, but I just think this is a little too low to be chasing. I think the better chase is up here, so either we get it or we don't. The only thing I'm afraid of is ES bouncing off this. I hope we don't. And you can see I'm going to draw this. So what I'm going to do for this whole day is I'm going to draw this mean threshold, this order block. Okay, it's a daily order block. It's at 4137.50. Okay. 4137.50. And this, if I really start to see us violate this, I'm going to be pretty confident we go probably for these lows right here. I'm already kind of leaning towards that, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm really looking at. Did I watch ICT's YouTube stream last night? No, I haven't watched his streams in like 6 months, bro. I already know everything he does, so. What did he say? He said if we violate that OB, we're bearish. Yeah, that's what I would say too. Yeah, I don't watch ICT's streams anymore. I generally say the same stuff as him anyways. A lot of the stuff I say is actually before he says it. Again, if you're already in this and you already chased this, that's fine. Because I still think we go hit this black line here. No, I'm not chartered, but I never paid for his mentorship, but I actually got early access because someone gave me the mega files. So, I mean, technically, I got the stuff that charter members did before anyone else. So there's another rejection out of this fair value gap. Is it very different from the YouTube stuff? No, not at all. Here's another fair value gap where I would not be surprised if this works, but I'm not gonna chase down here. Like, I could chase right here if I wanted. That would give me what, 15 points? This is where I'm gonna take the entry if we get it. Honestly, if I was on an eval account right now, I would chase this. Personal account or funded account, I would not chase this. Like, literally on an eval account, I would sell right here and just put my stop way up here, and I wouldn't go that heavy. I'd probably, like, I don't know, but that's an eval account where, yeah, I wouldn't really care about it. So it also has to do with not caring about it, which is probably not good. Yeah, this inverse fair value gap, this is a really good play. That's if I was on earlier, this I would have alerted that for sure. But basically what you can see is this is the really only fair value gap right here, and we cut through it. We also souped this, okay, which we never would have shorted. We also souped this, right? We violate this bearish fair value gap or this bullish fair value gap, and then here's your entry. I should have alerted that. I mean, not that I should have. I would have. I was literally like, I literally would have alerted if I was on stream. Wait, it's 413.7.50. I'm just gonna draw a black line here. By the way, I made the video on rating setups right before this, so look forward to that coming out later. I'm gonna stay away from YM for the time being. So this is mean threshold order block. Ideally, what I want to happen is, by the way, I just gave us that NQ entry. Ideally, what I would want to happen is if we are bullish, which I don't think we are. I don't know. I gotta see, but I don't think we are bullish at the moment. If we were to hit this NQ low and ES were to hit this order block at the same time, I would expect this to bounce up here. But because ES is at this order block and NQ is not even really close to the low, okay, then I'm probably not expecting this to happen. And if you did just short this fair value gap, put your stop to break even. But yeah, if NQ wasn't so far away from its lows and was actually closer, I'd expect NQ to hit the lows and ES to bounce off here. But now I'm not really expecting ES to bounce off here because NQ has still got sell side below. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. But you can see like this fair value gap worked, right? Which is kind of expected, right? Why would this fail if we had sell side here? This would obviously be the first target, and then which would be like a 7-point move, and then this would be your final target. So it did do about 10 points. Not gonna chicken out on this holding till south side. Wait, when was your entry? You just better hope we don't do something like this. Which I don't think. If we do, I'm gonna short up here. I already said I'm gonna short up here. But if we do, that's fine. Yeah, I still have my limit there. It's at 66. 66.75. Again, on an eval account, I already would have chased this. I'm not gonna lie. Like on a funded and personal, if you want to be profitable, wait for your entry. Do not like a lot more risky. The hard thing, yeah, exactly. And if you want to be disciplined, this is not something like. Again, an eval account it doesn't mean as much. So yeah, like when we were up here, I was like, yeah, it's fine to chase if you want. Like, but on a personal funded, I'll just wait and be patient. You can see like we're rejecting all these bearish PD rays, right? So every single 1 minute, we rejected this 1 minute, we rejected this 1 minute order block, rejected this 1 minute PD ray, like everything we're respecting. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna get my entry, which is fine. I pulled up the NQ footprint charts. I've never actually seen these before. So they're pretty cool. The hell? These footprint charts have like a lot less of a lot less orders. Yeah, a lot less orders on this NQ. That's kind of weird. Like, none of this is stacked. What the hell? Yeah, I guess ES chart is the footprints to look at. No, this is stacked. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Keep holding. Keep holding. Do not be a pussy and sell yet. What? Is there any reason to sell here? No. Is there any reason? Interesting study actually. Technically, this is a breaker block now that we broke, but like We haven't really closed below it. So this is like a really, really, really premature breaker block. Let's see if it's respected. This black line. I would not want to see it close above this black line. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Do not, if you're not very short, don't short now. But this is just more of a tapering thing. Alright, well, we closed back above it. Probably not good. We want to see this work. This would definitely be like a C setup, because I'm still expecting us to hit sell side, but we're way too low. Way too low. So definitely like a C setup here. Wait, how many points did you get out of it, options? Okay, so this is still working, right? I want to see this work. Even though this is a C setup, I want to see this work. Okay. So we just hit mean threshold of this daily order block, and we are finding a little bit support here. Okay. So yeah, maybe it was a good idea to scale someone NQ just because of this. But I still think we hit sell side. I just got a 80% off sale on Apex. Everyone use my code. Bro, darn, you're joking. I already know that's a joke, dude. I'm not that much of an idiot. Just keep on holding. We're like AMC apes holding this right now. Squeeze. Not really. We rebalanced. How much is it with 80% off? It's like 20 bucks, Jazz, or 15 bucks. Depends on the count you get. But use my code. They're really good practice. And no, you don't have to pay $50,000 if you lose. You don't have to pay $2,000 if you lose $2,000. It's demo count. So you lose literally $20 if you lose. That's it. Together? Why do you say together like that? Where's the code? Did I miss it? No. Go to the Apex site and then use code at checkout. Use code SAVE80. Yeah. No, my pending's still sitting there. I'll close my limit order if we hit sell side. I paid $100 for my first two like a dumb. Damn. Did you use my code when you did, Jiggler? Appendix Firms. Everyone check out Appendix Firms. Yeah, that's good. Buy 50, kick out full part-time contract. You're not wrong. What BW said is a viable strategy. If you want to pass a finite account easily. Will that teach you anything? No, but... My MS did not fail to count by the reset day. They did not reset the balance. By the way, guys, what are you expecting it open? And why? Why shitty PA? Why shitty PA? Okay, one person in the chat got it, and it wasn't even you, Warren Buffett. But Warren Buffett, it was not you. You were right with a shitty PA, but then you were wrong. It's not always shitty open because of volatility. That makes open good. Volatility's good. That gives us opportunity. Welcome to the jungle. Got it right. Exactly. Wait, was Asia high and low cleared? Asia high was... No. Asia high was not cleared, but we also got large overnight move. So, we have FOMC minutes, and we got a large overnight move. I am not expecting the open to be good. So, do with that information what we will. Maybe I'll still learn something, maybe not. I basically am already learning the short right here if we get it before hitting sell side. But if not, then I'm not touching it. Oh yeah, that was a joke, but sure. I'm saying I'm not expecting us. We're not going to get a lot of fair value gaps on off of. We're not going to get a lot of clean market structure shifts. Not a lot of clean for like just clean PD raise. It's not going to be good. Just keep on holding it for short, though. Trust. This is financial advice. Just kidding. It's that. Alright, opens in 15 minutes. Definitely going to be interesting. I guess if we hit the sell side, then get a long setup, I'll take it. But I really am trying to... I'm really trying to be safe at open just because, you know, we've FOMC minutes at 11 a.m.? Is that right? Oh, 2 p.m. Damn it. That might mean I might not even trade all morning. But I always say that, then take a trade, so we'll see. Alright, we're almost to sell side. Almost there. So close. This is just for tape reading and back testing. Okay, I believe this should work. Because what is this? This is an order block. Right? And if we're bearish still, why would we get another green candle here? Because it's an order block, I'm expecting this candle to be red. Which means this should work. This volume imbalance. So that's for value gap. And this is very advanced. This is very, very extremely advanced. Yeah, that is very advanced what I'm telling you right now. Okay, no one else on Twitter has ever said anything like that. I promise you I'm the only one. I'll explain it again once this hits, because I just said this is going to work. Nah, this is some advanced shit, or I just, you know, this is gonna work. There it is, see? And I just took that. Okay, that was my hint, that was my alert. I told you that was gonna work, and I took it, right? That was my hint. Okay, so why did it just work right that? Like, why was this a setup where, okay, even though I know we're low, why did that work? Did anyone else just take that when I said this is gonna work? Nope, it has nothing to do with the VI. Well, yeah, it does. Okay, this is something that no one else on Twitter is teaching. Okay, by the way, if you took this, please be all out. I'm all out now. This is something on Twitter no one else is teaching. Okay, we have an order block here. Here's where like a expansion candle, like this is where you want to try to guess the next candle. If we just formed the green candle and we have sell side below us, why would I expect the next candle to be green? I'm not, because I'm expecting this to be an order block. I'm expecting this to be an order block that I'm seeing in live time. So the next candle should expand lower beyond the order block, okay? Which is why I literally just said this should work. Because if we look at the fractals, right? This is the 915 candle. Okay, this is when the closing price of this candle is 13,638.25. Okay, and when we get that close, okay, this is the 5-minute fractal, okay, but I don't want my chart, okay. I'm expecting this to work even though really low, because I'm expecting this next candle to be a red candle, and I'm expecting us to expand down, okay. If we already hit sell side, then I could not guess that, but because we just formed a green candle with sell side below, that tells me this should be an order block, which tells me that this volume balance / this fair value gap, I can kind of combine the two because they're both strong, should work. Okay, promise you no one else is teaching that on Twitter. Yeah, but this is more of a I just predicted this in live time OB rather than a lot of the order blocks are hindsight. So yeah, hopefully you guys all took that. I literally said this should work. If that's not a good hint, I don't know what is. So yeah, good job, Stillakin. Hopefully you held to the take profit. I told you guys to keep holding. Yeah, I can repeat that. 1 second. Wait, the open of this was 13. Okay, so basically, fire. All right. So, Gov, basically what I was saying is, okay, if I go to replay mode, okay, this 1 minute candle is the start of a 1 minute fractal, or this is, okay. So I'm gonna re-explain this. This candle right here, this 9:15 candle, okay, I'm visualizing the 5 minute time frame on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so this is the 5 minute fractal. This is the open of the 5 minute candle, and this right here, if you look at the 5 minute, this was the close, right? Which is right here on the 1 minute, okay? And if you look at the 5 minute, this is the live order block where, okay, if we go to the 4 hour, I know we have sell side here, but it's equal lows, and I marked them, and I said we're going to hit them, and I said keep holding, and I said do not sell. Okay, and if I see a green candle right here form before really close to sell side, I am not expecting the next candle to be green because we didn't take any sell side to begin with for next candle to be green. Okay, so if I see this green candle form, the second I see us fall back below this low of this order block, okay, which we did, tells me that even though we're really, really, really low, I am expecting this to work right here. Okay, which is literally why I said it should work, because I just predicted that was going to be a live order block formed live time. Again, I was not predicting for the next candle to be green. I was predicting for the next candle to be red because I knew he'd sell side below and we formed an order block here in live time. Right? So even though we're really low on the higher time frame, I'm expecting this bearish PD rate to work, even though it's not in, right, if I draw the here, it wasn't a premium, but it's still the only bearish PD rate in this leg, and we got the order block live time, and I'm expecting the next candle to be red. So if I'm expecting the next candle to be red because we just formed a green candle and we still saw side below, this should work, okay? So yeah, that was my explanation. How much weight would I put on ES equals? We're probably gonna hit them. But keep in mind, they are being formed at this mean threshold of this order block. And by the way, guys, I am canceling my short limit up here now. Okay, I'm canceling it. It's pretty obvious why, but we hit sell side now, so that's why I cancel it. Okay, now I think we're gonna hit this sell side. I think. might be a little bit, but why this sell side? Why do I want a little lower? This is the last possible spot I would want. But why? Does anyone know why? Yeah, exactly. 4 hour. So it's the last low before this 4 hour imbalance. This black line is really going to depend on what I think, because this is the, for you guys who just joined, okay, this is the mean threshold of this daily order block. And no, I did not watch ICT's video last night. I just say the same things as him. If I start to really see us violate this, we're going to go down probably for these lows, I'm guessing, because they're smooth equal lows. I'm a lot more bearish. I was a lot more bearish coming into this morning than I'm always usually bullish. We're kind of getting to that spot where if we hit this, it is extremely stupid to short after we hit this. Extremely stupid. Okay? Even if it works, I cannot see any smart application for shorting after we get into this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay? I'm going to be completely honest. Like, this is really where I'd look for a long setup. But if we really start to violate that daily order block, we might not get it. So we're kind of in a sticky situation. ICT just tweeted, "Is a good morning. Trust you're well. Last night we covered how dollar was going to be expected and called higher, and Euro USD lower after reaching a short-term premium. Euro USD engineered sell-side liquidity has been smoked. 30 handles lower in London. ES drew down to meet threshold too." Bro, I swear this man's like, I already had the sell side marked way yesterday. Bro, imagine if I learned all this and ICT did not even have Twitter and he never had taught anything. Like, I could literally teach this stuff and, like, dude, you know how many people would literally email me, DM me, asking me shit? That would be so annoying. Like, you gotta realize he probably gets thousands of emails. That's crazy. Especially when he calls something. How long am I going to stream? A while. I am not expecting good price action at open, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, the market open. I didn't even realize. Okay, well, the market open. Let's see if you can hit this. Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't even realize the market open, I'm not gonna lie. Bum, 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 bum. So really, once we hit this, like, it's just really done to be shorting. Like, I really see no logical reason once we hit the sell side. Like, I cannot think of a reason to short. Like, we've completed the sell model on YM. Okay. We are very low on ES. And NQ is about to be in a bullish fair value gap. So, no logical reason to short at all. Again, I'm expecting open to be pretty shit, okay? Like, I'm expecting this to be very, 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 very shit. So, I'm not sure if we're going to hit this or when we're going to hit this or... but there's no logical reason to short way down here, right? There's, like, way too low. Especially when we hit the sell side. Would I not look for ES for a short? Let's see. Nah, why would I look for ES? Like, ES is just way too low. There's no point in looking for a short here. This is where you just gotta watch, right? Even if we go lower, like, there's no point in looking for a short here. Okay, the risk reward is just awful. Okay, this is stacked. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the first stack I've seen in NQ. Wow, we just ripped right off of it. 10 points off it. Damn. This is pretty stacked long. That's crazy. Alright, so this is pretty stacked long. I'm going to have this drawn. This is where I was actually going to short before. Okay, would I short this now? Definitely not. This whole candle's stacked as fuck. Okay, and I'm not surprised because we're inside a 3-hour OB. Would it yes, it would be considered violating if we wicked under it. So, you can see just from this, right? See how stupid it is to short now? Like, this is a 15-minute order block as well, and this is where I did have my limit. We'll see what happens. My limit was right at 667, or 666.75. It was right here. Okay, hopefully this fails, and you can see why I took my limit away. But my limit was like right here. This is my short limit. Anyways, like, you can kind of see I moved this a little bit, okay? And just because I moved this doesn't mean we have to hit it. We already hit my primary target, right? My target I posted in the next commentary. It was these equal lows, right? Like, yes, I don't care about this as much. Would it be nice to hit? Yeah, but I really cared about the equal lows the most. The only reason I marked this is because I could definitely see us digging lower into this because it is a fair value up under. But we don't need to hit this. If we could still get a nice long setup, right? Because we did hit these equal lows, and because we're holding mean threshold, kind of, not really actually, and because like that's why. So once these equal lows are hit, I'm just it's stupid to look for shorts. Am I gonna keep this marked here? Yes. Am I gonna post? Oh, I think we hit this in the next commentary. No, because we don't have to hit this, theoretically speaking. Okay, we don't have to hit it. But yeah. I'm just gonna keep it marked. I'm gonna keep this as marked as well. Okay, if we get a confirmation short setup off this, I might try it. I'm not gonna lie. And this is not as shit as I thought. I like this volatility. Zora, I just have to give it to you. If you want the noties roll, I'll just give it to you. You just ask me. Kind of funny to see in hindsight, but like, imagine if I put a short limit there. That would be crazy. Yes, if I see us violate this and get a short setup from here, I'll take it. Okay, so something like this, and then like another short, something like this, and then the fair value gap here. Obviously, that's what I want to see for a short. Okay, and the only reason I'm saying that and not really interested in longing this is because, first of all, if we reject this bearish fair value gap and come back down to here, that would be 50-50. If these weren't here and we came back down to this would be textbook long setup. But it all depends on where we deliver from. If we deliver from a bearish fair value gap to a bullish fair value gap, that's more 50-50 for me. And actually, honestly, because with the sell side below, untapped fair value gap here, that's honestly more bearish for me, telling me, okay, we are going to fail these fair value gaps. Which is why I'm not really interested in long yet. And ES is kind of violating the mean threshold at the moment. My analysis on gold today, well, we hit this buy side. I don't even know. This is where I just wait. I don't really have an analysis on gold right now at the moment. Alright, so let's see if we get a short setup here. I'm not interested in longs. I would not be surprised if longs worked here. Okay, but I'm not really interested in that because I'd be more interested in longs if we hit this black line, this sell side line. Okay, I think it's slightly a bit risky here. Just slightly. Can I see them working? Yeah. Okay, maybe if we get a confirmation long setup, I'll try it. But I do not like how ES is violating this. Okay, ES is violating this pretty heavy. Okay, so that tells me what? That tells me that we're probably going to go lower in ES, which means what? Probably going to go lower in NQ. So extremely uncorrelated at the moment. Okay, extremely uncorrelated. I hope that would be obvious. Okay, why are these uncorrelated? Can you tell me why these are uncorrelated? Yeah, so more of a kindergarten, first grade question, but you can see NQ just going up since open, NQ has gone down since open, so extremely uncorrelated. And are we surprised it's uncorrelated? Not at all, because you know, because we have the minutes at 2 p.m. So if you guys have been in my streams in the past, I'll kind of point out the uncorrelation, and usually it's on the days where we have like the decent sized news, right? Because we're expecting price action to be shit, right? We're expecting price action to be shit when we have large overnight move and then obviously news at 2. So those combined, we're expecting price action to be shit. Okay. Shit does not mean, shit means a few different things. One thing can mean not volatile, nothing being respected, market structure, no market structure shifts or displacement, stuff like that. The other shit definition is one index goes way up, one goes way down. That's another position. That's another time where you do not want to be taking a trade. Okay, so both of those are considered shit. And am I surprised that this long is working? No, I'm not. I'm not surprised this is working at all. Would I have taken this? Absolutely not. I wouldn't even take this inverse. Okay, you can see we just close above this. I want to take this inverse because I still think there's too much of a risk with an untapped fair value gap below. And look at ES. ES is just digging through this. Okay, one of these is lying. You want to wait till all of them correlate. I'm assuming YM's dumping. Yeah, YM's dumping. My next target for YM is this right here. So again, I'm not even taking this as a long inverse, even though it might work, because ES and YM are dumping. Why would I want to take NQ when it's doing the opposite of the others? Okay, not a smart idea. So I always say use indexes in Confluence. This index or in 3D analysis, this inverse fair value gap would make no sense to take. Pretty sure I just said use indexes in Confluence. I might use inverse fair value gaps with Confluence. This one has none because the other two are going down. Okay. I don't see any type of play yet. Whoever recommended I make an account for, okay, let's see what happens. This is something I would have shorted. Low key, I'm going to take this is just a demo play. I'm going to take a short on demo. I'm officially beginning, so I started a demo account, and I'm doing 2 contracts each, and I'm doing a let's see what would happen. Okay, I'm doing a let's see what would happen demo account, and I'm gonna see and this is just gonna be stuff where I test theories and stuff. Okay, so yeah, this is my theory right now. So you guys don't have to do it with me. Okay, all these are gonna be bullshit. D minus plays. Yeah, I'm just tasting this because it's a theory. Okay, I'm scaling 1 contract here. And my other man gets out to break even. Again, this is just the see what would happen type of thing. But yeah, I'm pretty, because there's been theories I want to test, and I never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I know. I'm probably not gonna end up alerting these, but even if someone just did that, take that in real money, I already said I'm scaling 1, so they should be in profit. my stop's at break even. I want this low. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a good setup. I just realized my plan worked. Okay, I'm still holding. I'm up almost 15 points now. See, this is a good experiment. I like this. Yeah, this is an inverse fair value gap right here. This is the play. Remember, this is the plan I outlined before. Remember, I said I want to see us violate this, and then you short the retest, and then we're targeting this low. So I'm not even kidding. This is actually the play. So I accidentally just took a play before it happened because I was testing a theory, but then the setup actually happened. Yeah, I guess that worked out, but my stop is at break even now. I obviously want to see this violated, but if it's not, if this works, I will not be surprised. Testing a chase. If you're testing any theories, make sure it's always on demo, never real money. Okay. Yeah, I think we're actually going to go for these equal lows, probably. Let's see, is this stacked? I don't think it is. Oh yeah, it is a little bit. Alright. Make it stop the break even here. Let's see. Well, at least it worked for some pointage. And I'm almost about to get stopped for break even on this other contract. I love taking two contracts, man. Basically, this account is it's a 100K account. I'm just gonna see how far I can run it up. I'm gonna take two NQ each or two ES each. This is crazy. Like, ES is just dumping and NQ is just like... NQ is very strong. Okay, this is the inverse. This is the plan I was talking about, though, right here. Okay, I'm moving my stop right here now. A little, like a point of profit. And I want this black line to be hit. If it gets stopped, I'm not in a real play, by the way, right now, guys. I was honestly not expecting price action to be this volatile. I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought we were just gonna open and chop around. What's gold doing? Yeah, again, gold's in a spot where I can't really do analysis. You took that, Sally? Nice. Alright, if you followed the plan and shorted this inverse fair value gap, like I said, this is my plan. Put your stop to break even now. And then we're going to target this low down here. This is the first target, obviously. I need to see ES keep dumping here and holding down NQ. Again, this is the first target. Damn, leopard. I've actually done that a lot. That sucks. By the way, the only reason why I would say put your stop to break even if you shorted this inverse fair value gap is because I understand that we're still in this, so we might not even hit this internal. Okay, well, we did now. So there's a first target. Scale some for 20 points. I'm scaling half for 20 points. I'm still in on my sim account. And then this is going to be my final target. So there's 20 points. Again, if you follow my plan, you should be in profit. Okay, stop definitely at break even now, but there's 20 points, and then 13, 16, 19. This would be my last target. Okay, and then obviously ES, this is my target. These lows are my first target, and I would think that we're going to go for these lows too on ES. Yeah, nice call, Cam. This would be 1354. Should be like 45 points. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, it would be 45 points. And I'm still holding. I'm holding my sim account and my funded. I sold 50% of my funded. This is what I do not like. I don't want to see us struggle with this internal low. I want to see us just accelerate by it. Yellen speaks in 10 minutes. Fuck Yellen. Hopefully he dumps the market. Again, there's still a possibility we do something like this. So that's why my stop's to break even, because, and I'm probably about to get stopped by another 50%. And I understand this is also bullish fair value gap. So like these two things combined, let's see, it's about to stop me. So these two things combined is really why. Okay, just got stop break even here for my other 50%. So decent play. My plan worked out somewhat. Okay, if you guys followed my plan, right? What did I say? I said I wanted a violation or close under this fair value gap, and then this is what you short. Okay, so I actually prematurely chased on a sim account right here, and then obviously I entered on a real account once my plan kind of actually came true. Okay, so we violate this, right? And then this is what you short. You short the inverse fair value gap. This is the first partial target. So unfortunately, we only got 20 points. Wanted more. and then this is the second target, okay? And that's just why once we hit internal liquidity, you put your stop break even. I can still see this working for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna respect my stop though. So again, I outlined the plan. We got the plan. You execute. Okay, so that's what you got to do. When playing inverse, we always look for. You can basically enter anywhere in it, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So did everyone know, Mr. Turner? This was the confirmation right here. The short. Oh, talking about longs? No, there's not enough displacement. You're talking about this fair value gap, right? I would not long this fair value gap because one, we have Yellen speaking or whatever how you pronounce the name, and two, we have kind of similar equal lows on ES. So for those two reasons, I probably wouldn't long this. But yes, if this wasn't the case on ES, yes, this is the confirmation setup. Okay, but this is not something I long now because it's pretty obvious, right? I still think there's a possibility we go for this. We don't have to because we already hit the equal lows from this morning. And then two, right, we have these equal lows here. So did everyone understand the plan I kind of outlined from 20 minutes ago, though? Like, did everyone get the memo, what I said? Okay, cool. I'm just making sure, because it's important you understand the plans, because if you can see how I formulate my plans, right, or my plans, you can execute based on them, okay? So I'm always thinking all these conditions in my head, okay? I'm hoping a lot of you ended up shorting this, at least to internal liquidity. Because I can't really explain it. Cam screen time, I guess. So again, this is not something I'm longing because of 3D analysis. Okay, this is something that if we did not have these equal lows here, this would be a very textbook long. I'm not gonna lie. And if this works, I won't be surprised. But this is like a B- setup, I would say. Okay, definitely like a B- setup where I wouldn't be surprised if it works, but I'm gonna stay safe especially with the speaker. Something I'm going to stay out of because I'm expecting us to hit these lows on ES. So is it working? Yes, it is. Nice. Again, it's a B- setup. I'm not surprised that it's working right now, but like I said, I don't give a shit that this is working, okay? It's like, it's not a C setup, it's a B-, okay? It's something I wouldn't take, okay? There's a lot of confirmation setups. A lot of days I would slap longs on this, okay? I literally learned a long yesterday that was a confirmation setup that almost looked similar to this. It wasn't quite similar because we did have low resistance liquidity above, but it almost looks similar, and I slapped it, okay? I am not slapping this. That tells you that this is just not a setup I think it's going to work every time, okay? Even if it does. And even if this works, you have to trust me on that, okay? Because I am the king of confirmation setups, and this is even a confirmation setup I'm not taking. Okay, and I don't care if it works. I just think this is too low probability for me. Okay, just because we got these equal lows and yes. Okay, so. And I'm still in on my sim account, by the way. I'm still short on my sim account, okay? I have not gotten stopped out. Remember I said my stop's above this high. My target's right here. So I'm still holding the sim account short. That's my account where if you guys join, I'm basically testing a theory where I'm just shorting if I think I know what's going to happen. So what I did is I actually shorted this candle right here earlier, and I said I was in the sim. So I'm still short on that. I still want this low. My stop's above this black line. And what I might honestly do is I actually might hold on Q past this low, because what you can do is there's so much fair value gap here where we could go past the sell side, and what I could do is I could literally probably hold. Okay, see, this is failing. I told you. See, I told you. You just gotta listen to me. I'm the king of confirmation setups. This is exactly why when I'm taking this one. Okay. I literally took a play just like this the other day, but we were with the higher time frame. Okay, my limit's almost about to hit. Let's see. 4 more points. This should work as an inverse now. I don't know if we're going to trace back up to it, but this low should be enough to slice us through this low. Just a little bit more. Looks like we are engineering a little bit of liquidity here. Again, that dude speaks soon, so. Yeah, target's this black line. Boom, there it is. Okay, I'm out on my sim account. My theory was right. So, again, that's a perfect example of a textbook confirmation setup that is not a textbook setup. Okay, I take plays like this all the time, and I literally said I was not taking this because why? We still have untapped sell side on here, right? We still rejected this inverse fair value gap. Okay, I literally outlined this happening. Okay, did I not outline something like this happening on stream? Okay, in hindsight, it worked. In hindsight, did I get 20 stop points on my actual account and get stop break even? Yeah. But did my plan work? Yes, it did. Okay. This is literally what I just planned out. Okay. And I outlined that plan. Yo, what's up, Butters? Oh, my mic's off. Or my headphones are off. So there's the target. Again, I think it's fine to hold till these lows on yes. But yeah. Wait, yo, what's up, Butters? Did you take? Yeah, I can hear you. Have you taken anything today? Alright, so this literally exactly played out. Okay, so my condition was this fair value gap right here. Okay, and just worked perfectly. Okay, and I outlined that in front of all you guys. I still think we're gonna hit these lows on ES. So if you are holding one on Q, then I guess you could hold that. So type 1 if you kind of understand the plan and you understand what I outlined and you understand you saw it worked and you understand why this didn't work for long. Okay, good. Okay, this was a very, very, very good live stream. So I'm gonna post this recording later, and you're gonna go back in the recording, and you're gonna watch me outline this plan that I outlined. Okay, you're gonna watch me outline this, and here's the thing. Okay, what if this failed? What if this short did not work? Okay, so as you see earlier, okay, I outlined. I said if we get something like this, if we violate this, this makes this a good short. Okay, so that was the plan. Did everything work out? Yes, it did. Okay, what if this failed? Someone tell me, what if this failed? Like, would this have been a good play if it failed? And I outlined this plan for you guys. No. You guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. There's a right answer to this. And it's not to do with the skill I have in ICT trading. Like, would this still have been a good entry if this failed? If we went like this? If there's energetic movement up, we go the other direction. Not necessarily. No one's answering about this yet. Exactly. What Option said. Even if this failed, I outlined a plan for you guys. I said if this gets violated, which means if this gets closed beneath with a nice candle, we short the retrace. Okay, we short the inverse. Okay, and I am the king of inverses. I will use inverses better than anyone. Okay, because of screen time, I did not mark this one. I marked this one. Okay, that's, again, I don't know how else to explain it. Just that's a screen time thing. Anyways, this is the plan outlined. Okay, I gave the plan way before the setup actually happened. Even if this setup didn't work out, like if this setup did not, so basically for the plan to work, we needed to see close under this. Did we see close under this? Yes. Once this gets closed under, that's when you put in your orders. You put in your orders, no matter if this failed or worked, it would still have been a good trade because I outlined a plan. The conditions started to work. The conditions being we close under, you short here. So like, if this happens, you short here. So no matter what, even if this failed, right? As long as you had a good stop loss, the stop loss, by the way, would be closed above this. The plan is intact. So even if this is a losing trade, okay, the plan is intact. And for you guys who, I know there's guys in here who, you watched me outline this plan, and I said I was shorting on my test account, and I did not say I was shorting on a real account because I already outlined the plan that I was short on a real account. And I did that on purpose. I was hoping you guys would realize that my plan worked, like my plan was working. Okay, so I was hoping you guys would realize that, which hopefully you guys did. Okay, and even if this failed, all right, this is what you want to do to be profitable. You want to outline the plan before the trade comes to you. And then no matter even if this was a fail or loss, this is the plan you enter. And for you guys who second guess yourself being like, oh, I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose. You have to lose, okay? If you make a plan and you see your plan come intact, well then enter it. Who gives a shit if it's a loss? You're literally just following your plan, right? And that's literally what I just did, okay? So, again, if I outline a plan, enter it. Okay, I promise you, just enter it. Okay, even if it's a loss. Because that just goes to show where If you see a plan, you can enter it, right? So, again, I just outlined a plan. You should have entered that, okay? If you didn't and you were scared because you think it was going to be lost, okay, you got stuff to work on. But I just gave a plan, and the plan conditions were working, so you should have entered that, okay? And I'm not trying to be mean and be like, oh, if you didn't enter that, you suck. It's just, no matter if it's a win or loss, I just gave a plan. The plan, we violated this fair value gap. The second we violate this fair value gap, you should be jumping the gun here. You should be, okay, he said if we violate this, short the inverse. Okay? And that's exactly what happened. Right? You should be executing that no matter if it's a win or loss, okay? Oh no, that was a whole different play, sir. Tay. That was before. I said I'm entering short right here. This is more of a theory. That's my theory count. But before I said I was entering short on the sim account, it was over here when I outlined the plan to enter in a real account. Like, it was right here. Okay, watch the recording later. You'll see I outlined the plan. Okay, now here's my question. Did anyone long this? Even though I said, okay, wait, who? Damn. So, you long that, Mr. Turner? You did, LP? Okay, do you all understand why I said I wouldn't have taken it now? Mr. Turner? Yeah, so, exactly. So, it's unfortunate that you long that. Again, not earlier. But you heard me say earlier, I was like, this is a B- setup. Like, I'm not entering it. I said I'm not entering. Even as it worked, I was like, you saw this wake up, and I still said, I don't care if this works. I'm not entering. Okay, like, you heard me say that, right? Yeah, so I said multiple times, I'm like, it started to look like it was going to work, right? I did not enter it. Okay, but hopefully you understand why that failed. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. And that's why 3D analysis is important. If I did not see these equal lows here on ES, I probably would have longed this, okay? But I think we're headed for these equal lows, and that just makes me not want to long anything on NQ, right? Yeah, no, that's, see, it doesn't matter if something's, it doesn't matter if it's a silver bullet, it doesn't matter if it's a confirmation fair value gap. Nothing matters if you don't know where liquidity is, okay? And liquidity is these equal lows in ES. So I don't care if we get a long setup. There's nothing else that matters besides liquidity. Okay. So again, this is gonna be recorded. I strongly recommend go back to watch the recording. I'm gonna post a clip on Twitter of me outlining the plan, obviously, because I think it's an important skill to have. You can't. I always say react, not predict. But if you can predict kind of a plan and that plan starts to come in intuition, like in fract, right? Like, you should execute based on the plan, whether it's a win or a loss, because that just shows you can create a plan, you can follow that plan, and you can short, right? And LP and Mr. Turner, I strongly recommend going back to watching my recording or even my Twitter video post, because I outlined this. Okay, and I said, if we get this, I want this black line to be hit, or whatever. Right, so if that was the case, then why would you even long this in the first place, right? And I know you should trust yourself and not listen to me, and I always say that, but, I don't know. It's kind of goes, that's like a 50-50 thing where, yeah, at the end of the day, you should trust yourself and not listen to me. But I also know what I'm doing, and I can save you from stuff. So, yeah, the equal lows right here are right here, and these are not perfect equal lows, but I always say, like, because these were not run explosively, I think they're going to be ran again. So again, this is a great train this morning. I feel like that was more of a... So I alerted something yesterday and I alerted something Monday for you guys. And I said I'm entering here, and I never said it was demo. I said I'm just entering. I never said it was demo. It was a real account. Okay, and I said yesterday and Tuesday I'm entering here, and I'm not. Like, okay, the difference between those is those Mondays and Tuesdays, the Monday and Tuesday, I just kind of said I was entering. Like, it was kind of, okay, here's what I see, here's what I'm going to do. Today was more mechanical, where I created a plan, and I didn't alert I was entering here because I already created the plan, and I want you guys to realize that you should be following based off of what I planned out. Okay, because this was so much more mechanical versus if it's a harder alert and I know you guys for a fact will not see the entry, I'll alert it because I do have a little more experience, so sometimes I'll enter really cheeky setups and like some of you guys might not see it, so I'll be like, okay, I'm entering here. And that's kind of what I did Monday. But this was more of a mechanical setup where I outlined a plan. You guys should have seen this. Okay, so I was testing you a little bit. But the harder entries I will alert because I know there's some more advanced stuff that you guys might not see. But again, I alerted Monday, Tuesday, so... if I was in a paid Discord, I would not want to follow trades in a real account or the do to trade and demo gov. So I'll be clear when I'm on demo or not. I mean, my demo trades are still pretty good, so I mean, you can follow them if you want, but that would kind of be weird. That would be sus if that was the case. Please explain why the ES equal lows matter when the NQ already took out a major liquidity level. It's because it's just because the magnitude that ES was dumping with off of open and this 1 hour order block we created earlier at 3 a.m. Like just the magnitude you're dumping with, this clearly tells me that momentum is strongly shifted towards these equal lows. And then what was the other thing I said about the daily order block this morning? Someone remind me. What did I say about the daily order block? Break what? I'm bearish. Yeah. What did I say? I said if I started seeing us really violate that midpoint of that mean threshold on the daily, I said I was probably going to be bearish. Okay, and what happened? If you draw it, you can see mean threshold is middle dotted line. We held it for a little bit, and then we held it for a little bit. You can see it. It was actually I just drew it wrong. This is it right here. We held it for a little bit. We held it here, 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 here. So this is real support. And then we just knife below it, which tells me, okay, this is not going to matter anymore. And this is where I was like, okay, now these equal lows should matter a lot more because we kind of broke the mean threshold. So, was the mean? Let me see. Maybe I drew it long this morning. Okay, so 4,135.75. So, same kind of deal. You can still see we closed below it on the 5-minute. And this is like how you use real support and resistance, right? This is real support. This is real support. This is real resistance. Basic, just we close below it, and you don't want to see it go back above again. So, I would not look for a long here on ES. No, absolutely not. Not until we take out these equal lows. Okay, it's against my rules to look for a long here. Right? Even this, okay? Doesn't this look like a good long setup right here? Right? We have an order block. We have a fair value gap. Doesn't this look like a good long setup? Someone tell me yes or no. Exactly. This looks like a good long setup. Is it really a good long setup? No, it's not. Because we still have equal lows on ES. So this is not actually a good long setup, even though it looks like one. Right? It's all about where liquidity is. No, it's not a good long. This is not a good long. Absolutely not. And this looks like nice low resistance liquidity forming. Even if this works, even if this worked and we pumped 100 million points right now, would I care? Nope. Just like if this worked. Mr. Turner, if this worked and you took this and you got a win off this, I would have felt really bad for you because you would make that same mistake in the future. That's why I was trying to be clear. Like, even if this works, I don't care. You won't take this. Okay, good. Even if it works, you can't feel FOMO. Because at the end of the day, this doesn't look like a bad long setup, but I think liquidity's lower, so I'm just going to trust myself based off that. Definitely looks like we're going to go for this low in gold. Obviously, we want to chase this, but again, not in a really good spot right now where I could do analysis. And never mind. 4 hour telling me differently. Yeah, this is not a good. I'm not gonna do analysis on this. It's not a good spot right now. Too much consolidation. I'm gonna set an alert. Actually, I'm not gonna look for gold trades until this happens. All right. And this is also in a really bad spot too. Yeah, Leopard, just there's spots where I can't really do strong analysis on gold right now. Again, you guys should all go watch the live stream again. I'm going to post it on Twitter where I outline the plan. Okay. So even if you're thinking we hit sell sign, yes, would you look for a short setup or sit this one out? Yeah, you could look for a short setup here, but every short setup you see from here on out is going to be like a B setup, okay? Why is it going to be B setup? It's just because, why? Someone tell me why. See this? Look at, see? Glad you didn't take this now, Mr. Turner. Told you. Yeah, exactly. Too low. So, yes, it's not going to be C setup because I still think we're going to hit sell side. So, really, a bearish fair value gap like this should technically work. But we're kind of too low to take it, you know? Yeah, what's up, Eric's? Yeah, 4112 is relative equal lows. It's the black line I have marked. That's what I think we hit. So, this is where I'm literally going to take another test short right here on my sim account. If we retrace like right here, I'll take it. Actually, no, this is a fucking sim account. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna short 2 contracts right here. Again, this is not a real account trade. This is just a theory. And my stop's just gonna be close above this. Again, for you guys who don't know, I started an account where I'm just gonna do whatever I think will happen. I'm gonna like. It's like a gamble. Okay, here's what I think is going to happen. And then it's just going to be like, yeah, I'll just try. Like, did I make a good trade at NQ955? Yes, you did, Aldrin. Yeah, I say Eric's on purpose now, Butters. I obviously know his name's Eric. Yeah. I just say it to be funny now. Okay, so we hit this fair value gap. My stop is if we close above this. Again, this is a B setup because we're just really low. So if this fails, I would not be surprised at all. Okay. I just want to see it work, but just take profit is short from the break of the inverse, and I'm kind of confused on that. All right, well, I'm up nicely now. That was actually a good entry. Okay, is it actually a good entry? No, it's not. In hindsight, is it a good entry? Yeah, but you know, it's still not a good setup. Still nothing I take on like a real account. Maybe an eval account. Like this is a play I take on an eval account, and I just, yeah, this is an eval account play for sure. Ah, nice. Again, once we hit this low, this 41818, I'm moving my south break even, if we can hit it. I'm already up 2 points. I'm looking at footprints here. It doesn't look like there's too much. Doesn't really look like there's too much stuff going on with footprints. So, is Yellen still speaking? This is also a B setup because I'm pretty sure that dude's speaking. So anything can happen. Yeah. What do you say? Oh, Janet. Oh, I don't know that. Damn. Yeah. Well, you're long on Q. Nice start. A long is much better than a short right here. That's why I'm taking this on my theory account. This order block's got a hold on NQ. By the way, I'm like 99% sure this short's gonna work. Like I'm 99% sure we're gonna hit these equal lows. Okay. So I'm actually gonna average down. If we hit this hourly fair value gap, I'm gonna average down. So I'm just gonna stay in this play actually, because I'm pretty confident we're gonna hit these lows. Let's see. Again, this is just a theory count. Do not enter any of these plays on the real count or thing. I'm probably just gonna stop alerting them because that's kind of stupid of me because I don't want you guys frecking anyone. Yeah, I respond to DMs. Did you DM me? I respond to all DMs. Yes, I do. Except Howie's. So this is nice. Okay. Perfect textbook order block and NQ that we just rejected. Long ES off the inverse for 5 handles. Yeah, that's a good play for sure. So what ATG Trader said is he's long in this inverse. Okay, that's good play. Alright, well, we broke back above this. Oil's up because of the news. ATG Trader, my first target would probably be this high right here. Crude and oil inventory fell 12.4 billion. Getting all out here? Oh, okay. Yeah, There's 28 more minutes till this candle close. So what I'm gonna do is on my theory account, I'm just gonna literally just average down and short somewhere here. If we even hit it, we might not even hit it. I don't really know, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident we go down and hit these equal lows. Like 99% confident. The hell? By the way, I don't see anything A+ yet. I'll let you know if I do. This inverse fair value gap isn't super A+ because I still think we take out these equal lows. But it's like it's not a bad scalp for sure. It's not like a. It's a good play where this is one of those plays where I can see this working enough to where, yeah, you can put your stop to break even. It's a free trade. It's just one of those. You're out of your long and NQ. Why so early, Dart? You should hold till this high. Or just put a stop break even. If we formed a fair value gap here, like right here, I would actually had a different opinion. I would have longed this if we formed a fair value gap here, but we did not. So it actually is an implied fair value gap. I don't really use them that much, but kind of cool. I don't think implied fair value gaps are strong. I don't even know why ICT ever mentioned them because, in theory, there's a hella implied fair value gaps. Like this is an implied fair value gap right here. Like there's way too many implied fair value gaps. Yeah, I'm bored too. Yeah, I'll average down if it does that ATG. I just don't know if we go just down here or go up to go down. End result is still down a little bit. As of right now, it definitely looks like we should hit this high. Okay, that's what I will say. Hey, Goonie, what's up? Yeah, I know, Goonie, but you gotta realize, like, these are pretty clean, you know? I'm never not gonna call these out. Like, I'll always call something like this out, and it's really against my rules to long here. Even though I said this looks good, it's still against my rules. But those are my rules. I don't know about you guys. Look for 4,128, Burr, not 4,127. Oh, to take move stops break even? Okay, that makes sense. You longed 4,123. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I drew this box and I drew this red line, then you probably longed. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna actually alert, I'm gonna alert straight up plays for this theory account in a separate channel. And I'm going to make it very clear. So if you take it in real count and I have a big loss because my stops are going to be really loose with it, then that's your fault. But I'm not going to do that because I think this is an interesting experiment. Goonie, I followed your recommendation. I'm doing a sim account. I started a sim account Ninja, and I'm doing okay. I'm going to do what I think happens without just anything. Without anything. This morning I took a short up here. I was like, I think we're gonna get a short. Right now I'm gonna short right now on it. If I take profits this black line, and I'm just gonna hold and average down. Is there an LR developing an NQ? Let's see. Nah, not really. Oh wait, yeah there is. Sorry. I didn't see that. Yeah, there is for sure. It's a little steep, I'm not gonna lie. I like when it's like this. It's a little steep, so not my favorite. Not my favorite. See how this is a little more slanted? This one looks better to me. And I don't have to drag my chart sideways and do this. I don't have to do this. Yeah, this is just a little too, obviously it looks good now, but so it looks like I can get stopped to break even, Burr, fortunately, which is fine. Again, the only reason I like this trade is because it's one of those trades where it just looks like, even if we don't hit this, it's one of those trades that looks like we can go up a certain amount and then, right, maybe it works. It looks like it's one of those trades where we go up a certain amount and then you can put yourself to break even. Yeah, I'll check your DMs after this live. This is almost like, it's almost like mini low resistance liquidity right here. It's like mini, but it's still there. Right, you got a high, 3 highs in a row, 4 highs in a row. It doesn't really mean anything because it looks like if you entered your priority got stopped to break even, so. Is there bullish? Bullish will be an MQ M1 1033. No, this is not an order block. A bullish order block is a red candle. These two candles right here would be the bullish order block. But what you notice about these two candles is we actually wicked below this. So now these order blocks are invalidated, which is making me think this is short. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So there's short target. So see how we kind of wicked under this one, even though it's by a hair, an NQ. That tells me that's why I drew the red line here, and that's why I did not have any buy side red line. So we just tapped into the inverse fair value gap for the first time. So unlike before, this is the first tap into the fair value gap, okay? Now, this is something that if I did not have rules being like, oh, I can't long with equal lows below, I would probably long this, okay? But it really is against the rules to take a long here. But as long as this holds, we should go hit this red line. So you can see this is actually the first time where, okay, here's the close above, here's the tap in, and if this works, like, yeah, like this would be very nice if this works because it's not a bad setup. But like, according to my personal rules, it's not something I would take. But from like okay, we're really in discount perspective, this is an inverse fair value gap, I would expect this to work. Okay, so it's not a setup I'd rate because it's a setup that's against my rules to take, so I'm not going to even rate it. If it was not against the rules, I would rate it, but it is, so I'm just going to not say anything about it. Like, I guarantee you other ICT traders, they would take this. And the thing I liked about this one is we also had equal lows under here, which is like a soup entry combined with a fair value gap. So, and bullish SMT. I just realized I'm on the 30-second chart on NinjaTrader. What the hell? This is the 30-second fair value gap right here. This is the 30-second fair value gap I'd expect to work. It's like right here. It's lined up with this order block. I don't use the 30-second though, so, and we've equal lows below, so it's definitely not something I'm long. But I'd expect it to work. You're still in ATG? Nice. I'm still holding my short because I'm 99.999999999% confident we go for those equal lows at some point today. $13,533. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I see why. Remember how I said we could dig more into this rather than again, this is fair value gap where you will not see us bounce right when we hit sell side a lot of times. There's still this whole fair value gap left. This is so higher time frame. This is what I'm expecting. Once we hit those equal lows, and yes, I will be looking for a long setup. After that, I'm not bearish at all. So somewhere, I'm hoping we hit the equal lows and we're still inside this NNQ. This 30-second fair value gap is holding a little bit. Again, not something that I would take, but I would expect it to work. And I don't trade out the 30-second time frame, so this is more of an interesting tape read for me, but there's now a 30-second bearish volume imbalance too. So this 30-second fair value gap is working so far. Again, I'm still in that sim short. I'm gonna average down if we hit somewhere up here. I don't know where yet. 4112, Mumsy Tiger. They're relative equal, not perfectly equal, but okay, right here is a 30-second volume imbalance. Again, this is interesting. It's like this tiny SPD array. Wow, that's crazy. That held through the tick. Looking for 618. You mean the 0.618 on the fib level? Or 618. Oh, I see. This is a pretty strong 5-minute order block, I'm not gonna lie. The order flow is still very bearish here. Remember, until we get really strong displacement above these bearish PD rays, the order flow is bullish, or bearish, I mean. So that's something important to note, right? This 5-minute order block here is just, order flow is still factually bearish right now. Oh shit. Damn, what was that? Oh, looking good for my shorts on my sim. My 99% confident shorts. Yeah, I thought that long was gonna work, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I am in a short position, technically. Right, because the ES equal lows. But, again, remember why I also said it wasn't an A+ setup. It was because Yellen speaking. Right? So, not a good time to force any 1-minute tiny long setups. I mean, this is just one of those plays where, like I said, I think this is a good play where I think you can target this red line and you can put yourself to break even. Okay, so as long as you didn't get stopped for an L, that's a good play. Because this is just one of those plays where, yeah, it's a good long. You get stopped for break even. What can you do? Nothing. Right, so good play overall, I think, still. We just keep taking out the low on NAS, and we're not taking out the low on ES yet, so. If you want, Zoro. This is not random to me. This is where you're going to go to those equal lows on ES. We still got minutes at 2 p.m. too, so. Hey, my short's doing good. Alright, please just go 7 more points. If they make a deal today, we'll boost by. What the hell? Is that from a Telegram channel? There's FOMC minutes at 2. What stage of price are we in? We're in consolidation at the moment, so you can just clearly tell we're in like this box, just consolidating. So I'm assuming they're just gonna do this and then a big move's gonna come. What does he mean by boost? Like, I don't get that. Bro, I love how they added you can reply in Twitter DMs. Come on, hit this low. So again, in hindsight, it's obvious why this didn't work, right? Even though I thought this was going to work, I still think we're going to go hit this black line. This is my ultimate target, okay? This is just like a smaller scalp where, okay, you get stopped at break even and you're done, right? I'm still in my short position in my sim. I'm holding till this. Okay, so we just hit that low. Did I put myself at break even? That was a question. Might be too soon if I do that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not gonna move myself to break even yet. Even though I probably should. Modi, I'm not really. I mean, Zoro, now I would not short this. So you asked about shorting. So Zoro asked about should you short this, and I said yeah, you could. But now that we hit the sell side, now you wouldn't. Yeah, exactly, Gov. That's what I want. I don't know if I'll get it. Also, we're coming to this for value gap in YM as well. Remember I marked this earlier? This is my target in NQ right here. Price action is shit. Gov, have you ever thought about being a politician? My dad ran for Senate. Hey, that actually does make sense. Seems like you know a lot about this macro stuff, which is cool, because I like someone to tell us what's happening in the macro world. Order footprints down here. Probably nothing. Oh wow, this is stacked. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Damn. Yeah, same, John. Same thing, the opposite too. If we sweep 4112 first, then I'll look for a it was stacked. We were stacked short up here. TV swept from earlier. I don't realize that. SPX 0 DTE at 4112 sweep. I don't understand that. On a futures account? Oh no, SPX 4112. Is that even a strike? Let me check. Let me see this. Four one 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 two. 4120. Oh. They're at $1,720 right now. Or wait, no. Yeah, never mind. Damn, imagine taking SPX in the money 0 DTEs. That's crazy. Like, that would be so much risk. This is so boring. So, were you guys on stream the one day where we hit the 4112 level? But remember how we didn't really displace under it? And remember, like, I remember a couple of you guys DM'd you. You were like, we got a long setup after, but we didn't really displace under. We displaced by it by like a few ticks, but not by a full point, I don't think. And we got a long setup after, and a few of you DM'd me saying like, oh, would you have taken this? Because I don't think I streamed when we got the long setup. And I was like, yeah, probably not. Do you guys remember that? So my thought is, now I think we come back down to it because I don't think we swept it by that much. So what happens sometimes is, yeah, we sweep it low by a tick or two, and we get a long setup. But in reality, we come back to a few weeks later. So if you want to take a long after one tick sweep, yeah, it might work sometimes like it did after the last time you swept it. But it's also going to fail the other 50% of the time. So just something to note. Formed equal lows here. It's like crazy because in hindsight, yeah, I could have shorted this, but it's kind of stupid. Alright, I'm going to move my stop to break even for my short now, probably. Because I'll probably get stopped if your trace back up there. This is the short entry right here. See it? Inverse fair value gap. We break below it. Here you short it. Yeah, I'm holding it to 412. My stop's at break even now. My stop's at 412, 0.75. If we get stopped, it gets stopped. This is just a theory count anyway, so I don't give a fuck. But I know you guys like hearing what I do, so there it is. You're off again by a point. Nice. That sucks. I mean, this was the entry right here. This wick. Right? Why was this a good entry? Someone give me a few reasons. But this was not an A+ entry, I will be clear. Exactly. It's the only fair value gap here. It's the only fair value gap in this whole leg up. That's why it's a good inverse. So that's why it's a good entry. The only reason why it's not A+ is because, yeah, we did take out this low. No, we didn't actually. So maybe, yeah, this is like an, I would say this is like an A- setup, because right here you can see we formed the inverse. We actually wicked up before hitting the low of day. Right? We wicked up before hitting low of day. So yeah, I would actually consider it a better entry than normal, but still kind of relatively low. Damn, that sucks. Might get south break even here, which is fine. In theory, I should not be putting a stop break even because I should not care about the sim account. Like, the only reason I'm saying that is because in case any of you degenerates took it with me, like, I really, really hope you didn't. I really hope you didn't, because I'm gonna have some bad losing trades in this account. I already know it. So really, I should have put my top break even because I'm pretty confident these equal lows hit. But I'm just gonna say that I am. It's kind of a bad spot to full port short here, Dart. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, John. That's what I do a lot. Dart, it's probably, even though, like, so Dart asked me should he full port short here to pass funded. Even though I think we're gonna 99% hit this, I don't think it's good, because I'm not gonna lie, like, this is still a possibility. And if you full port short here, you're gonna fail it if this happens. So I mean, this is one of those things where, yeah, you can full port short here, but expect to lose your $30 or whatever you bought the funded account for. It's up to you. If you want to lose your $30, just expect it. You can only full port short here if you use my code. That's the only way you can full port short here, if you use my code. No, I mean you click my referral link. Okay, the hourly candle did close, and we got another hourly fair value up here. Which I'm still kind of learning, but this tells me we're probably gonna hit this low before we retrace into this. I think I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs of that. When fair value gaps form versus when we hit the low and high. But at the end of the day, we should hit this black line. We did just form a 15-minute order block as well. This order block's extremely low to take, but it still means order flow is bearish. See, like what I said before is this is something I expect to work. Because it is an order block. I honestly would expect this to work too, but it's not something this I would not take because we're just way too low now. Why sim account today? Oh no, I outlined a trade earlier and I took that on my real account. I started a sim account where I'm just doing, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I think happens without an entry. Because I'm pretty accurate. I've been just sitting in a short for a while on it. But yeah, I already alerted a plan that I took on my real account earlier, John. Were you in here? It was an NQ short. It was an inverse fair value gap play. No, not you, John B. John Cameron. Yeah, I agree. Taking a short off of something like this is just a risk you have to take, right? You know we're really low, so you know if it fails in hindsight, you're gonna be like, oh, why did I short this? But then it goes back to the conversation of, well, are you scared of taking a losing trade, or do you want to make a plan and follow that plan? You know. But it's definitely very, very, very low to short. So. Again, even like I said to Dart, he was like, oh, should I full port short here? Like, even I don't think you should full port short here. Like, even if it's a cheap funded account, like a full port short would be much better. Like, I don't even know. Like, there's not really any too good entries right now. This is where you just wait for like some sort of confirmation setup, and then you do like the full port short entry or something like that. But like, I don't know. It's just you gotta accept the risk. You really gotta accept the risk, you know. Yeah, I can, John. John, I'm recording it. I'm posting it on Twitter, so just watch it there. So, did anyone to see what happened here? So, we got a 15-minute order block, lines up with these bearish volume balances. So, yeah, it's not surprising this worked at all. It's just kind of low, but... Yeah, exactly, Cannon. A... This is like the first day I've been really bearish in a while. So just go show I'm not a perma bull. And I'm still at 4112. We gotta hold down this zone I have drawn here though. If I see any violation of it, we're probably gonna go back up and hit this high, I'm assuming. So don't really want to see a violation of this. It doesn't matter for me. I'm not in a real position here. This is where you just gotta tape read. Why would you tape read here? Because the macro descended, and this is just consolidation. We've already kind of expanded. We expanded overnight, and we even expanded at the start of the New York AM session, which would surprise me, but we still expanded it both. We expanded for the last like 8 hours, okay? So would you really expect more expansion? 60%, 70% no. But, I I mean, there still could be, just there's not a good chance if we get super volatile action like we did overnight and this morning. So it does look like this is going to get violated, potentially. Again, it doesn't matter to me. This is just very tapery and too much consolidation to trade here, and time is bad. Tell me where to long. Yeah, long at the bottom, Howie. Duh. There is another volume imbalance here, so there's kind of two of them sitting here. There's one PD array, two PD arrays, and then three PD arrays. And if you guys haven't seen me post a thing on Twitter, it's like, oh, if 3 PD arrays get fucked, or if 3 PD arrays get failed, you're probably fucked. That's kind of what I'm basing this on. So we never actually closed above this one, which I guess is a good sign, but well, there's a dump. So yeah, I guess it's a good sign we never closed above this one. You can see the body respected it pretty well. So didn't respect this one, but did respect this one. So definitely still bearish. Nice shorter. That was a really good entry. If we can hit low day again, that would be your 5-point move. So I ended up marking 2 fair value gaps earlier. I marked this one in NQ, and I marked this one in NQ. The reason why I marked this one in NQ is because kind of that screen time double fair value gap, right? I love these ones. It's like a V-shaped recovery fair value gap, except this is to the downside. So kind of thought that was important. So you can see where you have a little reaction off of it. If we wick or go any tick below this low of this order block, we should go down farther. But until then, this is not super bearish yet. ES looks a lot more bearish than NQ at the moment. This is actually like almost an inverse fair value gap entry, to be honest. But it's not too low to take, you know? This is like a... should I try this in my theory account? I'm going to try a short here in NQ on my theory account. Why not? My stop will be close above this. Again, this is not a... I probably shouldn't have said that. Probably should not have said that, I'm not going to lie. Please do not take this. This is probably going to get stopped out, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, do not take this. Like, just trust me. Trust me. This is a horrible ass play. This is not even a setup I'd rate. This is like an F- setup. I'm very confident we go for these equal lows on ES. I have no idea when. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get stopped. Yeah, I'm stopping out. All right. Yeah, I have no idea when, but I know we're gonna go for them. I'm like 99% confident. Now I'm trying to log on my theory account. I just clicked reverse because I know we're going to go hit this high now. Alright, well, I'm scaling one long now. That was nice. Then my final target is going to be this high right here. So see how I just reversed my position? I just got another 5 points off that pretty quickly. This is the stop for shorts, not 4127. There's really no stop loss for shorts. This is just consolidation. This is just shit price action. So there's no stop really. Like there's no short set up to have a stop loss, if that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I guess your stop could go above this, but I would not expect this for a rally gap to work because we just hit low day. You know? Like, it's really stupid, you know? There's like not even long setups or not even short setups right now. This is just, like, this isn't even a long setup to me. This is just consolidation, 11:18 a.m. Not something you want to be trading. Why not hit new low day to get 4112? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think's gonna happen. But there's nothing telling me that we're gonna go hit 4112 yet. Get what I mean? Again, I'm very, 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 very extremely confident we get 4112. Uh-oh, stop the break even on the NQ long after scaling one for 5 points. This is fine. Still good trade. With ES at 4112 now and 4112 something. Yeah, I guess. I see what you're saying for sure. I just, from an ICT standpoint, I don't think it's a beautiful setup from an ICT standpoint. Like, it is, like, I get what you're saying. So you're thinking short this for every like probably, and then you risk something like this, okay? Which the only reason this is not my model because we're really low. So even if I were right about hitting these equal lows, this is just not a good short setup. It's just not something I'd short. Maybe if we got a confirmation setup, but you know, there's news coming up. So yeah, what Leopard said, I think they might use the news to wait. I think they might wait for the news. Yeah, exactly, Gov. So I get what you're saying. Like, this is like a C setup to me almost, because the timing, the conditions, the news we're getting, right, how low we are. It's not a setup I would never ever take. Maybe it would really depend on the day. Maybe like an eval account I'll take this, but like not super textbook to me, okay? But I get what you're saying. It's not horrible. It's not horrible at all. Okay, I just think with the conditions and the news coming, like it's better not. It's just better just to sit out until they kind of come out, especially like we're getting so close to 2 p.m., you know, so it's like, do you really want to risk your money when you got FOMC minutes and we're in giant consolidation right now? Not really. I reversed my position in NQ again. I'm up 8 points again. That's crazy. NQ is so volatile. I have like six. I already have like 1, 2. I have 5 execution. No, 4 executions already. So you can kind of see this getting violated a little bit, okay? Just, if this fails, right, it's something that I would not be surprised with, right? Because this is the fair value gap I never short. Even if it worked, right, I never short it, especially with the news. You know, it's not really smart to short. We still have not wicked below this, so this is still bullish. I think we're gonna hit this black line as long as we do not wick below this. We literally wicked to the tick of it, which is crazy. And I think we're I believe we're gonna hit this high just because of the distance we're going with it. So again, you can see in live time just why I wouldn't take this. It's clearly being violated right now. Again, this is more of a time where you just kind of taper it a little bit. Target on NQ is 612. My target's 4112. That's my only target for today. Singing along. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this is my target for a long right here. Hey, there it is. So there's the long target. So like I said, you can see like how algorithmic this was. We never came below this. We hit it to the tick, but we bounced off it. And, right, I said as long as we hold this, we should hit this black line. Did that happen? Yes, it did. Okay, so I'm out the long in the sim account. But you can just see right here, right, if you look at the low of this candle, 13584.75. 13584.75. That is very, very algorithmic. Again, that's why you don't short, right? Even though my target's 4112, you don't short. I don't care what you're doing, you don't short. We're way too low. Like, not a good short at all. Even if, like I always say this, even if it works, like I hate when stuff like this works because people get used to it and then they take losing trades and it's like, dude, like, are you really surprised it failed, you know? So this actually may be setting up for a good long setup, even though we haven't hit the equal lows, but not something I can take. Against my rules, okay? Against my rules to take. So even if I wanted to, couldn't take it. Let's see, is this stacked? Alright, 4127.25 is pretty stacked to the long side. So this fair value gap is pretty stacked bullish. Again, this is the fair value gap out 100% long if there wasn't news at 2. Okay, I'm done. I'm logged out of my personal accounts after the trade from this morning. I don't think it's worth trading till 2, so I'm completely done now here. But this is pretty stacked to the long side, so See, Dart, I told you. Even though I thought we were gonna hit 4112, do you see why? Like you got like I just had a gut feeling that was gonna happen. We had a lot of low resistance liquidity building up, you know. Just a gut feeling. That's why I was like, yeah, I probably want to do that. So, okay, I was just good. The good thing you didn't full port short that, right? I would have been honest if I actually thought we were gonna dump right then and hit 4112. I would have been like, yeah, you can. Like, I would have been like, yeah, do it, okay. But I was very hesitant. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, footprints were accumulating a little bit. We have a bunch of voids above on footprints, so I was like, I bet you we're gonna hit these before the lows. Very nice play, Mr. Turner. Again, that was just textbook. Well, not really, actually. There's never any clean entry. I mean, I guess this order block and your stop would be below, which never hit, but definitely like this is like more of a B setup play. So congrats if you guys took that. Ouch. So what I'm watching for now is some sort of rejection off of this. I'm gonna be waiting for a short setup off of this and see if we get the equal lows. But yeah. Because bro, it's alpha. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'll be live PM session probably. Because we are rejecting this hourly fair value, the 69-minute fair value gap, I'm not taking that stack, okay? Because, you know, I'm still expecting us to hit these lows, okay? It'll be nice to tape read this and see if it works, but not a stack out take. Yes, I would. Again, if there's equal lows right here, okay, if these relative equal lows right here, I'm going to be honest right now, I would 100% long this. 100%. This is such a good long. Okay, but liquidity and just these equal lows change everything for me. Just makes it so I can't. And that's fine. I just have to watch. This was a, let's see, is this stacked on this top? Yeah, not really. Man, I wish these equal lows right here. I would totally long this. I can't, though. I just can't. Gotta follow your rules, you know. The stack is working so far. I hope it fails. I don't know if it will. Yes, they would. Go. Yeah. No. Yeah, 90% of the stacks go 3 points or more. You could, but I don't think that's going to be effective long term, and that's not going to get you good home run trades with good risk reward. Hey, let's go. This is failing. Boom. Okay, this is 2,000 delta. Minus 2,000 delta. Okay, this is what I wanted. Good. So let's see why I went and shorted it. Okay. I'm green now on my ES position. Okay, remember what I said on my ES account. I said I was going to average in shorts when we hit this hourly fair value gap. So I'm now green again. Just nice. I'm not taking this as an inverse. Okay. I'm not taking this as an inverse. Okay, you're probably wondering why. It's because of it. Like, we're still technically in a bullish fair value gap on the 3 minute. So, not really the best inverse in my opinion to take. So, yeah. Because I could still see this working as a long. I would just tape read this, I guess. This is not an A+ inverse. If this was not a fair value gap, this would be a great inverse. But because there's fair value gaps on here, it's like it's more mid. Yeah, I'll short. I'm gonna short one MES on that theorized account. But this is not like an actual just to see what happened. See if my bias is right. My stop is just going to be above this order block probably. Again, this is a horrible short. Do not take this in a real account. Like I said, this is just in my theorized account. He said all in. Yeah, full port. For sure, bro. NQ looks bullish as hell. Oops. I almost fell off my chair. NQ is not bearish unless we violate this. And it looks like we're forming low resistance equated to the upside, so. Again, I'm logged out of all my personal accounts. Wait till the news, trust me. Do you think we gravitate to Asia highs for the rest of the day? I have no idea. I want to see what the news does first. Alright, well, the short's working so far. Alright, my stop's to break even now. I'm going to scale one contract here. My other stop's to break even. That was nice, I guess. So it did work for a scalp so far. Let's see if we go more. Again, this needs to get violated, like needs to. Same with this. I don't know if it will or not. This is where it's kind of like gold earlier. I was not doing analysis on gold earlier because we're in between two key spots. Same thing with here. I'm not going to do an analysis right. Like, I don't even know what to say here. This is just, I took this short, worked for a nice scalp. Well, it got the other stop to break even right there. So, hey, at least it worked for a nice scalp. And that was not really a play. Stocks or not. This is still not bearish yet. This is more of like a low risk sell. I honestly don't know what to commentate here until news comes. I want to see what the news does. No, I'm gonna work. I gotta work out and I'll come back. I used to. She talks again in 7 more minutes. I thought you already did. Yep. Ugh, this is so boring. This play's still working. It literally top ticked my stop. That's crazy. It literally top ticked it. No way. That is so unlucky. I literally just looked at the execution right now. That is top ticked. Are you bullish or bearish? I don't know yet. I'm waiting for the news now. My bias is neutral now. I can't really be bullish with these equal lows, Alpha. That's all I'll say. So, ICT said something yesterday. Gap won't fail if Bissy gets one pass and then Sibby gets one pass. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, we just hit this fair value gap on NQ. Again, if there weren't those equal lows below NES, this would be a great long. Might work too. I'm not gonna get mad if it does, I guess, but Busy at 1026. This is probably gonna work, I'm not gonna lie. This is nice low resistance liquidity forming. 1026. Oh yeah, 1126. And then a Sibby 1128. So the Sibby fair value gap won't fail. I guess. Explain this to me then. Why does this fail? This fails. We pass through it a third time and it fails. Okay. Sure. Like I said, I think this is gonna work for a long setup right here because this low resistance liquidity looks too good. Still holding my short on the yes. Entry could have been a little better. I was like 3 points off top. I probably should have put my limit here instead of down here. Alright, we got some weird volatility coming in now. Very small, quick movements. Doesn't mean shit, but... I hope none of you guys are in a play right now. It's not smart to be in a play right now. This is where you just tape read. Hey, let's go, baby. All right, I'm now up almost 10 points on my short. Give me these equal lows. Come on. Let's go, baby. This is perfect. Let's go. All right, this should be using inverse now. I'm not sure what this is. See, this is why I said wait for the news. Okay? That could have gone either way. Still holding. Come on, 5 more points. Perfect. I'm surprised this didn't work, but again, even if I think this is gonna work, I'm glad I was wrong. Like, because I'm in a short position, right? If I thought this was gonna work, at least I thought this would have happened. Like, this is what I was expecting, right? I'm surprised this is going to be ran later, obviously, but like at the least I would have expected is at least something like this, which didn't happen, which it will at some point. But yeah, I'm glad that didn't work because that would have been taking much longer for the short to play out. So yes, low days here. What a dump. You should watch ICT so you can apply it moving forward. Yeah, I'll watch it, I guess. I haven't watched this stuff in a while. McCarthy said exactly what we thought. Sending negotiators. Okay. Cool, cool. How many actual trades you take in a day / week? Oh, probably like 15, 20 on a real account. I take a lot more off stream. Which, no, like when I'm not streaming, like I'll just take play sometimes, and I feel like I lose more when I'm not on stream. On stream, I definitely have a higher win rate. Yeah, it's just like it's nice to be able to do that, you know. This is a fair value gap I'm expecting to work to low a day. It's kind of big to enter, so again, it's 11:47. stay out till 2 p.m. Like I said, I don't care if it works. Just trust me. If you want to demo it, it's fine, but especially if you're green from this morning and I'm wrong about this not working, right? Do you really want to risk live funds right here when we have minutes at 2 p.m.? Probably not. Being on streak mates, more people are conservative. Yeah, I guess. All right, this is the inverse. Again, I'm not taking this. Okay, just to be clear, I'm not shorting this in the live count. I'm logged out. We have low resistance liquidity above, so it's really against my rules to short something like this anyways, because we have this low resistance liquidity above. So again, just something I'm going to tape read. Going to wait till 2 p.m. Probably going to break this like I said. So you always want to short it inverse in context, but this does not have enough context to short because we have the low resistance liquidity above. So fortunately, that's probably going to make this fail. I kind of forgot about this, but this is also a void. Yeah, just tape read. This is I think this is a little risky to trade, especially when you have someone speaking right now. Like, we could just wick a random ass way. Yeah, retail is farming this trend line. That's why they're about to get smoked, and this is about to work. Retail is probably full porting puts off this right now. Wow, footprints are very weird right now. 1500 delta to the upside, and then another 2100 delta candle to the downside. Yep, there it is. See, told you guys this would break. So again, another inverse fair value gap where, yeah, I was expecting it to work, okay, but there's low resistance liquidity above, so not one that I'm allowed to take because of my rules, obviously. Yeah, no problem, Jess. Do you put weight in order imbalances? There's a huge sell, 4,120. Not really. Nah, not really. Nah, I wouldn't get footprints really, bots. I think you're fine with ICT. I bought these I bought these before I was an ICT expert. Now that I'm an ICT expert, like, not an expert yet, but like, now that I know a lot about ICT and how the market works, I don't really need footprints anymore, but I still kind of use them for fun. So, like I said before, we broke some of this low resistance liquidity, which we don't have to break all of it, but this is what I was at least expecting before downside. So we kind of broke enough to where I bet you a decent amount of people got stopped. And if the bias is still bearish and we go for these equal lows, we should not go back up to the highs. So really, as long as we stay below this, I'm still expecting 4122 to hit. This fair value gap's still working, obviously, but yeah, it's still working. We do have equal highs here, though, which I do not like. So I don't know if this is gonna work or not. This is why I just tape read. It's really hard to do analysis at a time like this. If you guys are pushing buttons at a time like right now, you're gonna get wrecked in the future. It's like a 50-50 situation right now with a speaker, so. Do you any advice to deal with a losing streak? Yeah, man, they're gonna happen. You just gotta expect them. But if you're in a losing streak, I would maybe switch to demo for a few days, see if you can regain some confidence, or size down. She's already speaking right now. Yeah. By the way, these equal highs don't have to hit because this is an SMT. But I'm still marking them because I don't like when we get equal highs inside fair value gaps. Like this is an SMT, just so you guys know. So we don't have to hit these equal highs. I'm not sure when we hit 4122. We should bounce here and go hit this high. I hope not, though. Again, I'm just kind of waffling, but again, I'm not like this is not supposed to be me calling. I'm not calling anything here because I am still holding it short. Like I still want 4112. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm just kind of like inferencing. Again, this fair value gap is important because it's double fair value gap, right? And it's also lined up with this. This is a fair value gap where, yeah, I want us to violate it, but I don't know if we will. Like, it looks like we're just going to do this. Again, not something to be logging. Just the time is too bad. No, do not. Why do you want to take the long if I hope this gets violated? I think you guys all forget I'm still holding that short. Still up a pretty good amount, so. What do you say, Howie? Oh, this is probably going to work and I don't want it to. Damn. Well, it doesn't matter until you break out one of these ranges. Please fail, please fail, please fail. Let's go. Actually, not let's go yet. This is not failing enough yet. Come on. This is good. The bearish S&P is still technically playing out. Again, this is my target for ES first. No. Close beneath. Didn't close beneath. Damn it. Might work. Don't really know what to say here. Again, I'm just tape reading this. Don't really have any like good analysis other than I wouldn't take a long. And I don't like shorts right now the way I want to. Okay, that's what I'll say. Like, I want to like shorts right now. I want to like shorts right now, but I don't as much. What do you say? Off myself. Okay. This is where you just sit and wait. Sit and wait. Again, this is a double fair value gap, which these don't matter without context, because if I'm right and the bias is bearish, this will fail, but it's still a strong PD array you have to take into account. So no matter if it's a double fair value gap, a triple, quadruple, whatever, it will not work if it's not with a bias. And I'm saying I don't believe this is, I believe the bias is so short, so I think that this is not with a bias. So that's why I'm really not like, but it is still a strong PD array I want to see get violated. And because it's not with a bias, it's not something I want, but it's something that if it worked long, I wouldn't be surprised. I would never take it though. Man, what is this doing? So I like how he closed beneath it. You kind of see that Wick retested this a little bit. Rejected, so that's good. Where's 4 hour? Man, this is ass. Again, here's a fair value gap, but I want to see work. Is it when I take in these conditions? Absolutely not. News and just the time. I know it's a macro time right now, but it's a macro time where we've already... Again, the macro times are the best when we consolidate before. Did we consolidate before the macro time? No, we did not. We got expansion before the macro time. So am I really expecting this macro time thing to work? Probably not. Triple equal lows here. What high? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Again, we never violated this yet, did we? Nope. I told you this is why I told you this is gonna work. Again, I don't believe the bias is bullish, but it's still a strong PD array you gotta mark, you know. This is what I didn't want to happen. Is that dude still speaking? Alright. Yeah, I'll not be even close to be entering a position here if that guy's still speaking. Best research to learn about liquidity, draw / bias. Me, my live streams, and experience. Again, even though I think the bias is bearish right now, I'm not loving shorts. Right? This is not a good spot to love shorts in. Like, this is a fair value gap where I'd expect this to work. Okay, am I going to take it? Absolutely not. Because I'm not going to fade myself. But I do not love shorts here. This is why I'm tape reading and not calling any shit out. Same thing with this. This looks like a good long. And then you just sell at these equal highs or whatever shit you want to do. I don't know. I don't care. This was a confirmation long, stocks or not. This one and these are confirmation long entries. But I'm not going to take a confirmation long entry in a direction I don't want to see us go. But it's one that, okay, we have equal highs, and yes, this is bullish, and yes, it's confirmation long entry. So it's one that I'm expecting to work, but it's like, I'm not going to take it. Because overall, I think the bias is bearish, right? And if that's really the case, and the confirmation and the bias really is bearish, well then you're gonna get fucked. Probably. Oh, we create a triple equalizer now. Still overall short. This is ass. Yes, because they're speaking and we got news at 2. I'm probably going to go work out. I'm going to leave my screen on because I'm going to come back in like an hour. Ouch. Are you going to get a real job in the fall? No, I got my last... I'm going to college in the fall, bro. Would you taken this in CL? Yes, I would have. That's a really good setup. Back in. Actually, wait. Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't have. No, I graduate this year, I think. I don't even know when I graduate. I can graduate this year. I don't know if I want to. Don't. It's a trap. Okay. Okay. I guess I will, but I don't want to pay the extra money. Or I could do that. I'll go back to elementary school. Aren't you making enough money trading to skip the job? Yeah, but I still want to do something on the side. I'm going to get bored trading. Like, I want to start like a side business or work on something maybe at nights or something like that. Just so I kind of have something else to focus on. Alright, well, there's the high end on Q. It's about to hit, fortunately. Oh, it's possible because I have really bad ADHD, that's why. Alright, there's the high. Again, that's really obvious. That's going to hit something that just is what it is. So there's a confirmation long and there's the long. There's a long entry. So still looking for shorts, obviously. Cybersecurity. I'm going back to the fair. Yeah, this was the confirmation entry options right here. This one too. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna go work out and I'll be back. Viva level that invalidates the short bias. Not really, just a giant ass candle with a fair value gap that's gonna invalidate it. And the news. I want to see what happens to news. Alright, well, I'm going to put myself on mute and leave my screen up here and go work out. So, I'll be back in a little bit. Stay in stream if you're going to come back, but I'm not going to end it.